Iran's military landscape received a notable update on February 27, 2025, when state media announced the delivery of new equipment, including the Suleiman-402, a significantly upgraded version of the American-made M60 main battle tank. Unveiled on September 1, 2024, at the Shahid Zaharan Center and integrated into the Iranian Army by March 1, 2025, this tank reflects Iran's ongoing push to modernize its armored forces amid international sanctions and regional tensions. The M60, first acquired in the 1970s under Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi as part of a US-backed modernization drive, has long been a cornerstone of Iran's ground forces. After the 1979 Islamic Revolution severed ties with Western suppliers, Iran retained an estimated 150 to 200 operational M60s out of an original fleet of 460, with the Suleiman-402 emerging as a testament to the country's efforts to breathe new life into this Cold War-era platform. The Suleiman-402 builds on the M60's foundation with a suite of upgrades aimed at enhancing firepower, protection, and mobility. Iranian media and expert analysis suggest the tank swaps the original 105mm M68 rifled gun for a 120mm smoothbore cannon, a shift that aligns it with modern standards and enables it to fire high-velocity, armor-piercing rounds capable of tackling contemporary armored threats. This upgrade is paired with an advanced fire control system featuring thermal imaging, laser rangefinders, and ballistic computers, boosting accuracy in low-visibility conditions like night or dust-heavy environments common in the Middle East. A remote weapons station with a 12.7mm machine gun equipped with meteorological sensors and thermal sights further enhances its versatility. Protection is bolstered by explosive reactive armor on the turret and hull, possibly inspired by systems like Russia's Contact 5, alongside composite armor or self-limiting ERA on the frontal hull, designed to counter anti-tank guided missiles and rocket-propelled grenades. An electro-optical countermeasure system, akin to the Russian Shtora, aims to disrupt missile guidance, though it appears bulkier and potentially less refined than those on Iran's newer Karar tank. Mobility improvements include a reinforced torsion bar suspension and an uprated engine, likely a variant of the Continental AVDS 1790 diesel, pushing output from 750 to around 900 horsepower, allowing the tank to handle its increased weight, estimated at 55 tons from the original 52, while maintaining a top speed of about 48 km per hour and extending its range beyond 500 kilometers. These enhancements reflect Iran's broader strategy of self-reliance, a necessity born from decades of sanctions that have curtailed access to advanced foreign technology. The Suleiman-402, developed by the Defense Industries Organization with plans to upgrade 50 to 70 M60s by 2027, integrates digital battlefield management systems for networked warfare, a leap from the analog M60s, demonstrating Iran's ability to meld indigenous innovation with legacy hardware. Speculation about autonomous features like automated targeting or loading systems remains unconfirmed, but even without such cutting-edge additions, the tank marks a pragmatic step in extending the operational life of Iran's armored fleet. This approach mirrors Iran's wider military doctrine, seen in projects like the Karar tank, emphasizing domestic production to mitigate external dependence while addressing regional security challenges. To gauge the Suleiman-402's standing, it's worth comparing it to tanks fielded by Iran's regional rivals, notably Saudi Arabia's M1A2 Abrams, Turkey's Altay, and Iraq's T-72M1 and T-90S. The M1A2 Abrams, operated by Saudi Arabia, represents a pinnacle of modern tank design, with its 120mm smoothbore gun, depleted uranium armor, and advanced electronics, including a hunter-killer fire control system and thermal optics far superior to the Suleiman-402's. Weighing 62 tons, the Abrams boasts a 1,500 horsepower gas turbine engine, achieving speeds of 67 km per hour and a range of 426 km, though its fuel demands and maintenance needs are logistical drawbacks in prolonged desert campaigns. Its Chobham armor and active protection systems dwarf the Suleiman-402's ERA and countermeasures, rendering the Iranian tank vulnerable to the Abrams kinetic energy penetrators and ATGMs like the TOW missile. In a direct engagement, the Suleiman-402's upgraded firepower and protection offer some resilience, but its 1950s-era chassis limits its ability to match the Abrams' agility and survivability. Turkey's Altay, a next-generation MBT, further underscores the Suleiman-402's challenges. Equipped with a 120mm smoothbore gun, modular composite armor, and an active protection system like Accor, the Altay integrates advanced electronics, including a laser warning system and 360-degree situational awareness, powered by a 1,500 horsepower engine for a top speed of 65 km/h. Though still in limited production as of 2025, the Altay's design prioritizes modern threats, outclassing the Suleiman-402 in armor penetration and defensive countermeasures. The Iranian tank's ERA and jammers might deflect some ATGMs, but the Altay's APS and superior fire control would likely dominate in a head-to-head clash, especially given the M60 platform's dated hull geometry. Closer to home, Iraq's mixed fleet of T-72M1s and T-90S tanks offers a more nuanced comparison. The T-72M1, a Soviet-era design, retains a 125mm smoothbore gun and basic ERA, with a 780 horsepower engine pushing 41 tons at 60 km/h. Its dated optics and armor fall short of the Suleiman-402's upgrades, making the Iranian tank a credible match in firepower and protection, though the T-72's lighter weight offers better maneuverability. The T-90S, however, shifts the balance decisively. With a 125mm gun capable of firing guided missiles, Contact 5 ERA, and the Stora 1 countermeasure system, the T-90S, powered by a 1,000 horsepower engine, combines robust defense with offensive punch. At 46 tons and 65 km/h, it outpaces the Suleiman-402, and its modern electronics eclipse Iran's upgrades, positioning it as a superior adversary in open terrain or urban skirmishes. The Suleiman-402's role thus hinges on context. Against older regional platforms like Iraq's T-72M1 or lightly armed militias, its enhanced cannon, ERA and fire control provide a clear edge, suited for Iran's likely focus on asymmetric conflicts or border defense. Yet, pitted against the Abrams, Altay or T-90S, its M60 lineage betrays inherent weaknesses. Thinner base armor, a taller silhouette, and a lack of active protection systems leave it exposed to modern munitions like depleted uranium rounds or tandem charge ATGMs. Iran's upgrades mitigate these flaws but can't fully transcend the platform's 1950s origins, suggesting the Suleiman-402 is a stopgap rather than a peer competitor to cutting-edge tanks. In Iran's strategic vision, the Suleiman-402 embodies resilience over revolution. Facing a sanctions-driven isolation, Tehran has opted to maximize existing assets rather than pursue a costly, unattainable leap to next-generation designs. This pragmatism aligns with its military posture, deter regional foes like Saudi Arabia or Israel while projecting power in proxy conflicts across Iraq, Syria, or Yemen. The tank complements Iran's Qarar, a more advanced indigenous MBT, forming a two-tiered armored force. The Suleiman-402 as a workhorse for conventional and urban roles, and the Qarar as a spearhead against tougher opponents. Yet its effectiveness remains bounded by the M60's limits, and Iran may still eye acquisitions from allies like Russia, perhaps the T-90, or further domestic leaps to close the gap with rivals. Ultimately, the Suleiman-402 is a symbol of Iran's ingenuity and defiance, transforming a relic into a functional asset through domestic innovation. It strengthens Tehran's armored capabilities and underscores its self-sufficiency, a critical stance amid geopolitical volatility. While it won't redefine regional power dynamics or match the technological prowess of the Abrams or Altay, it serves its purpose. A modernized tool for a resource-constrained military, tailored to Iran's immediate needs, rather than grandiose ambitions. In an era of escalating tensions, the Suleiman-402 reinforces Iran's resolve to stand firm, even if it stands apart from the cutting edge.